Productivity tip number 3, the priority sheet. Every day, I start my day the same way. I pick up my mail, I boot up my computer, and then I start up all the applications that I use on my computer. Well, what happens is I get Outlook popped up, my phone comes up, our Workday applications start to load, and then all of a sudden I'm inundated with all these demands and requests and urgent needs that people have on my time. It's easy to end up working fire to fire on all these different things that are coming at me right away in the morning. But the first thing I do is I set my priority sheet. It's a tool I've created to help me just know what I need to get done and prepare myself for the day so that way as things come up, I don't end up getting distracted or losing just the time that I need to do it. Now on my priority sheet, you'll find 5 categories. The first one is top tasks. The second one is just confirming my morning routine. The third one is what needs to be done first. And the fourth one is setting expectations for motivation and inspiration. And then lastly, I just confirm meetings and appointments that I have. So real quick, I'm going to go through each one of these. And I have this on a sheet that I've laminated that I use a dry erase marker on. And I just update everything there. And then as I get them done, I wipe them away. So the first area is my top 3 to 5 tasks. What are the things that I need to get done today? Sometimes these are deadlines, sometimes these are just projects I want to finish and complete. I write those 3 to 5 tasks down in the first quadrant. The second one is I set my morning routine. My morning routine is basically a task triage of all the things I need to do throughout the day. And a lot of times it's just all these inbound requests. What do I do with them? I'm going to share a little bit more about task triage in a later video, so we'll come back around to that one. The third thing I do is I decide what I want to get done first. Do I have a phone call with an angry customer I really don't want to deal with, but I need to get it done? Do I have an evaluation or a file I need to review that's going to take a couple of hours? I do those things first, so I just get them done. It's eating the frog, slaying the dragon. It's just the hard work that we don't want to do. The fourth thing I do is I set expectations for motivation and inspiration. We all hit a wall at some point during the day. At some time, I just don't want to get my work done, or I'm almost done with my work, but I'm like, maybe I can move it to tomorrow. What I do is I set a quote or an inspiring article or even just a little reward for myself to power through that work and get it done as quickly as possible. So one example of a reward I do is I say, if I can get my work done at 3 o'clock, I'm going to go get a coffee at Starbucks and read a novel for 30 minutes. And then I'll come back and work ahead or clean my desk or help a coworker. So that's something that I do in that instance. And then lastly, I just confirm my meetings and appointments. Nobody likes being that guy who rushes into a meeting because they forgot they had it or they kept putting off the notification from Outlook. So what I do is I just write my meetings and appointments in there, and then I gather everything together. So if I have questions or notes or things I need to take, I just make sure I have those with me and ready to go. So when the notification pops up, I pick it up and I go straight to work. Now again, the priority sheet is a tool that just helps us make sure we're ready for the day. And if we can't get all of our work done in the day, if I can finish everything on that priority sheet, I feel like I've accomplished something and I know I've done the important work. And so that's why I use this tool and I start my day with this tool every single day. So I just want to thank you so much for taking the time and listening. You can find a post about this on my blog. There's also a link to be able to pick up a priority sheet which I've created that I've printed out and I laminate and use myself. And so you can get that link below. And then also, if you want to learn more about how I came up with the priority sheet and why I use the priorities I use, you can check out my book, Productivity Success, and the link will be below for that too. Thanks so much, everyone. I look forward to hearing how this goes for you this week, and have a great day. We'll see you next Monday.